Good morning, lovelies. I got a channeled message. Something is about to take off in your life, and it is going to light the world on fire. You might feel a lot of pressure beforehand, but don't be alarmed, as it's all a part of a bigger process of breaking down your old life to be reborn again as something more powerful than you could have possibly imagined in your previous incarnations. So some of you guys might be feeling this pressure. I keep talking about this pressure, just like feeling like you're being pushed or squeezed or pressed on to release emotions, to have a reaction. Maybe people are pushing on you and you feel like you might explode. It's because you're supposed to free yourself from this energy that has been weighing your physical vessel down. And when it talked about other incarnations, it's talking both about your other incarnations in this life, because some of you guys relate to the notion that you've been reborn multiple times in this one lifetime. I certainly do, that I have multiple different eras that are completely different and often marked by a very dramatic and traumatic ego death, because some of us have had multiple, and again, including myself. So if you have had multiple ego deaths, or just you identify as having had a lot of really tumultuous, kind of intense things happen in your life, you might relate to this. But either way, all of your lifetimes have been leading up to this lifetime, okay, is what I'm hearing. And you are here, I'm seeing, wow, I just saw an image of a woman. It kind of looked like Mother Teresa. And I don't know what to do with that right now, because I was just about to say, some of you guys have been, all of your lifetimes have been culminating to this moment, okay? Every single life that you've experienced has been leading to this moment, for this awakening. And that's why you are going to transform into something more powerful in this life than you ever have, because you were never meant to get this powerful in other lifetimes. You were learning all the lessons, you were, dealing with all the karma, all the karmic debt, all the growth and expansion and transmutation that it takes to get here. It has not just come from this one life alone. It has come from, it's been accumulated, through all of your various lifetimes. All right, so this is a very powerful message for those of you because you're about to step into some new magical arena, is what I'm hearing. And if you have been feeling the pressure mounting, it's really just to prepare you, okay? And especially if you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like I was prepared for something amazing and again, but nothing ever fucking happened. I understand, because I've been feeling and hearing and receiving the same messages. But the thing is, things are happening. And that's why you need to stop judging the process from your brain, your linear mind, and this 311, thank you, Spirit. Stop judging the process as something, as anything. Don't judge this process. This process is not for you to judge. It's for you to experience, it's for you to live, it's for you to share, because a lot of you guys are healers and teachers, okay? I really feel called to talk about how there are two separate collectives, or multiple really, because I'm a person that's very multifaceted. Anyone who sticks around here for long enough is going to figure that out. And by the way, some of you guys aren't going to understand that just because I am this one version of me doesn't mean that I can't also be, say for instance, this completely opposite, contradictory version, because I guarantee you, once you try to put me in a box, it's gonna baffle you. And a lot of you guys are the same way, and that's why these words are coming out of my mouth, because you are the kind of person that no one can put in a box. They try, and the minute they label you, you do something that surprises them and takes you out of that box and puts you in a different box, because they're like, oh, she must belong over here. But they're never gonna be able to fit you anywhere, because you are a shapeshifter. All right, I recorded a channel message about that a few weeks ago, I believe. Really powerful if you haven't watched it yet. I believe it's in my most popular videos on YouTube if you want to go watch it. But regardless of whether you know that or not, you are a shapeshifter, and you have this ability to kind of become whatever is needed in the moment. And you might have grown up in a really tumultuous household. You might have grown up with a lot of siblings or something, or just a lot of chaos. And you just learn to ride the waves and adapt and transmute that energy. And that is why you're being prepared for this now. Spirit's going to be pressing on you, pushing on you to release old emotions, pushing on you to feel things that don't feel great. And I personally can relate. It's been kind of a mixed bag, because on the flip side, Spirit's been showing me a hummingbird flew like right up to me yesterday. I walked outside to check my mail after the sun went down, and a deer was just walking down the street, looked right over at me. And so there's been a lot of like really kind of intense, emotional, scary stuff, but there's also been a lot of beauty, you know, sunshine and beautiful gardens and just peace. All right, so try to focus your energy. Don't land on the things that are all going wrong and get stuck there, okay? That's what the brain likes to do. It likes to get stuck like a cog in a wheel and just like go on repeat. Don't get stuck there. Keep scanning the horizon until you find something that's actually going to be beneficial for you to get stuck on. If you have to get stuck on anything, make it something beautiful. And get stuck on a loop of repeating, you know, gratitude instead of negativity. All right, so just know that right now you're more powerful than you realize. Don't get distracted by what's not going right, because it is going right, okay? If you've been around this journey long enough, you know that even when things don't look like they're going in your favor, excuse me, confirmation burp, it actually usually means that they are. And that's because things are being rearranged, all right? If you could feel the energy and see the visions and stuff that I'm getting, it's so hard to put into words, but Spirit's agreeing with me. All the things I'm saying, it's like, yes, 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 because once you stop judging the process, for example, manifesting this house, okay? There were other places that I thought I wanted, or other situations that I thought would benefit me that didn't come to fruition. And I could have judged it as like, that was wrong, that was bad. But it wasn't, because it was actually just leaving a vacancy for what was always meant for me, which was this place. And I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but this is a really important interim spot for me. It's giving me the space to heal. I danced around my living room for like an hour the other night because it's huge. Leaping and bounding and prancing and dancing and releasing all this heaviness from the past few years. And I haven't had space like this in a long time. Do you know what I mean? So this is my spot. This is what I've signed up for. Even the woman, the landlady, we're like working out some karmic lessons, because karmic lessons aren't bad. It's like learning about boundaries. You could label it as something bad that happened. Somebody pushed your boundaries and you got really upset. And trust me, I posted a video about this the other day, but the reason I posted it wasn't to complain. Okay, I would never fucking do that. I posted it to teach us all a lesson about what it means when karmic lessons come on our path. They're gonna make you crazy. They're gonna make you feel insane, but don't judge the process. Just like I'm not gonna judge the process of that video, even if I did come off a little bit unrefined. I'm not refined, y'all. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Somebody made some sort of judgy comment on it. It made me laugh, because it's like they probably expect me to always be a certain way. I'm a spiritual teacher. I should wear white and, you know, only listen to classical music or whatever stereotypes people have, okay? Because I came out of the womb having them. I was a very spiritual young person, but I rejected it. I was like, that sounds boring. I don't want to wear white all day. I really thought this is what it meant to be spiritual, that you had to listen to a certain kind of music. I grew up listening to gangster rap and punk rock and ska and rock and roll, and I still listen to all of those things. But I also listen to Enya, and I also listen to, you know, like smooth jazz, and I don't fit into a box. And I cuss, and sometimes I cuss more. Sometimes I'm going to be sassier than other times. And I'm at peace with that, because I know all of those pieces belong with me. And I'm encouraging you to invite all those different facets of yourself and let them sit at the table, regardless of whether someone else is judging you and telling you that you should probably meditate next time before you post that video. Because that's what the person said. I'm not supposed to be perfect. I'm not supposed to look, Spirit told me yesterday after I read that comment that I'm supposed to be messy. Part of my job, you should have seen how I grew up, you guys. I was never supposed to be some pristine, you know, spiritual teacher who leads by example and is perfect and always composed. I'm not like that. I didn't grow up that way, and that's not what my spirit is here to do. My spirit is here to rebel. Okay, and anybody who gets upset about me expressing myself and being messy, you're not gonna wanna hang around my channel, because I'm gonna do it again. It's part of my path is to shake things up, all right? And this is for your benefit now, because a lot of you guys are the same way. I just saw somebody like throwing a cherry bomb in a toilet, which is a very like 60s or 70s thing. I don't know, they didn't do it in my day, but we're here to disrupt people like the woman who commented, like, I'm here to disrupt you. The reason why I triggered you by posting that and it not being as refined as you needed it to be is because I'm here to disrupt what you think is the right thing. And it kind of is a terrible job for those of you that have it, that already know, because triggering people on a professional level as a soul path is actually really not very fun, because they project on you and they project their own egoic reaction onto you as if it's your reaction, but it's theirs, and it's theirs to own. The woman that commented, it was hers to own, that she likes things to be a certain way and she wants me to be that way, but it's not her to project. It's not for her to project on me. But that's what people do. When they get triggered, they just assume that whatever they feel is what you should feel. And whatever they think is right is what you should do. And that's part of our job, okay? Unfortunately. So I have to just laugh it off, because it's only gonna get worse. I mean, and by worse, I mean, I'm only gonna get messier. Especially as more and more people start following my content, as more and more people start commenting and being triggered and projecting that, I'm just gonna have to know that this is exactly what I'm here for. Okay, and this goes for a lot of you. You are here to shake things up. You are not here to be, to do things in an orderly fashion. What do they say? Well-behaved women rarely make history. I'm not well-behaved. Don't project on me that I should be. And for you guys out there, don't project on yourself that you need to be a certain way, especially if, or also if you've always been a certain way your entire life. It doesn't mean that you can't break out of the box and free your fucking self from people like that who want to put you in a box and say, oh honey, you should probably meditate next time before you post that. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Okay? Because we're not here to be well behaved. All right, we're here to make history. We're here to shake things up. We are here to change the narrative. See all this blood rushing to my face? This is spirit uniting with me in this moment to get us riled up. We are supposed to disobey. We are supposed to misbehave. Those were judgment words anyway. They don't even mean a fucking thing. We're here to be ourselves is all I'm really saying. We're here to be our most authentic self, no matter what other people think, no matter what they say, no matter how they judge us. That's for them to worry about. We just need to worry about showing up and being authentic, okay? And it doesn't mean that we need to air out our dirty laundry and all that. That's true. We don't really want to do that. But we do want to express ourselves, okay? And if somebody tries to shame you for doing that, that's not a person that you need around you. So get messy, get honest, be a person who triggers other people. You already are, is what I'm hearing. That's the thing. Most of the people I'm talking to already are, and you already know this. So just do it. Don't provoke people on purpose, okay? Don't go around being a bully. That's different. That's just careless, and it's not productive. All right, let's just put it that way. But being yourself is always productive. Being a mover and a shaker is always productive. Ruffling people's feathers for the sake of growth and transformation is always productive. All right? So I know there's a lot of messages in here. I hope they reached whoever needed them. I also did want to share that I've had a couple really important downloads recently, leading me to start a one-day beginners trauma workshop and sharing circle on May 25th. I'll put the information in the description box. I also added email support to my website. This is for anybody who's already worked with me, who I've already met, and I need to vet you first, because I just want to make sure that people who sign up aren't going to take it. They're not going to be unprofessional, okay? I'm not, this isn't an unprofessional service where people can just, say inappropriate things to me in an email. But if you're looking for support and you're serious about this process of growth and transformation and you need some help, but you don't necessarily need face-to-face help, that might help you. And I'm excited about it, personally. I think it'll be really fun. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. I'll put all the information in the description box and in the comments. I love you. Keep going, okay? It's about to get interesting. I didn't really get to talk enough about how interesting it's going to get, but just keep following your soul path, all right? You've got a little compass inside of you. Anybody who isn't for you, you're going to know right away. Just listen, all right? You already have all the information right here. And if you need additional assistance, I'm here to help you, all right? sacredmuseproject.com. I love you. I'll see you next time.